Hi everyone, my name's Tammy and I'll be teaching you this Radiance Wellbeing session today. Today we're going to be talking about grounding. So the theme of grounding, where we bring our attention down into the earth. And so for the people at home who are watching the video, I suggest you get a cushion, a bolster, a block, and have it ready to sit on. And the idea of having this prop to sit on is to lift the spine and allow the organs to have space in the body, and so that we're not hunched in and really trying to strain the back up if we don't have that support. So I'll allow you to get comfortable on the bolster in any way you see fit. There's two ways to sit on the bolster. You can sit cross-legged or you can straddle it. If there's a bigger one, you may feel more comfortable straddling. So these are two options to sit on a bolster. See what, move around, see what suits you. This is not a bad option. And if you wanted a little bit more height, you can take the higher bolster. Just get into position. So today, in the theme of grounding, what we aim to do is connect to the earth. And so you can physically connect to the earth by putting your feet on the ground, in the grass, at a beach, in the water, on the sand. But we can also visualize and imagine ourselves grounding our energy and connecting into Mother Earth, into the soil, into that life-sustaining planet that we're living on. So for today, we will bring our energy. Often we're in our head a lot and we're just ruminating and having thoughts swirl around. What we want to do is bring that energy mindfully down into the lower part of the body. So there's a lower part here in the lower belly, and then the legs and the feet. So as we get comfortable on the bolster, let's bring our shoulders up, back, and down. Hands can be very gently resting up or down, it's fine, on the knees. And we're elongating the spine. So feel the spine stretch from the tailbone up to the crown of the head, slightly tuck the chin under, and allow the hips to get heavy. So we allow the hips to sink, the legs to sink. Bring the mind into the lower half of the body. If you feel comfortable, in a few moments we can close our eyes, or you can just gaze softly downwards. But what I want to do here now is bring two hands onto the belly and really just have the elbows very soft. If you want to close your eyes or keep them open, just start to breathe and feel how the air is moving downwards through the nostrils, through the lungs, pushing down the diaphragm. We're breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Feel that downward motion as the hips are heavy, the legs are stable like a tripod underneath you, like the base of a pyramid. Keep on breathing mindfully, smoothly, slowly. Feel the belly expand on the inhale and contract on the exhale. Slow, deep, mindful breaths. Another way to ground ourselves is to become very present in the moment. And so we're mindfully breathing, mindfully bringing our attention to the lower half of the body. Keep on feeling that inflation and deflation of the abdomen. Now I want you to feel any warmth or coolness on the skin. Feel the presence of the clothes on your skin. Feel the hips heavy, the legs and feet on the floor. Bring your mind into your belly, connect. And now bring your attention down as if there are roots growing from your legs down into the earth, secure and stable. Feel how Mother Earth is cradling you. Feel those roots go deep, creating an interconnected web, firm and strong, giving you sustenance, holding you. You feel safe and secure. Now gently, gently blink open the eyes. Come back to the present moment, back to this room. Keep on feeling the breath as it moves down, as it descends. With that descending quality, you start to feel calmer, more balanced. And now we gently, as we open the eyes, we bring the hands to the side of the mats, and the left hand comes up, and we bend very gently over. Keep on breathing into the side body, flip the palm, and stretch right down to the other side of the mat. The opposite arm comes up, very gently bend over, get that side body stretch, flip the palm, and push down with the hand as if it's going through molasses. We'll do one pull down heavens. So here we feel like there's a magnetic pull in the middle of the palm, bringing the hands up very slowly, very gently. And then we feel that earth energy rising, flip the palms, look up, bring the energy from the sky, shower it down, flush it through the body, very gently breathing. We'll do two more of these. Hands almost like they're sticky, trying to pull up, a little bit of resistance, and then we flip up. We gather from the ether, from the environment, from the sky. We bring that beautiful sky energy down through the body, and there's that descending quality, that beautiful grounding, descending quality of the energy. And one last time, pull up, flip up, look up. Imagine a beautiful blue sky with the sun shining, and bring those sun rays down, replenishing, descending into the lower half of the body, and gently release. So from here, we're going to move up and do a qigong sequence followed by some yoga. And so for qigong, I just wanted to explain for people who don't necessarily know, qi is life force energy. If you've heard of prana in yoga, qi is that life force energy that moves all around us. It's in the earth, it's in the sky, it's in the forests, the lakes, the rivers, the oceans, and it's inside us. The idea of this ancient wisdom is that we are made of stardust and all the matter that is in the earth. And so we have a relationship and a living connection to all that is around us. And so we sometimes have that energy that is rising, descending, it's stuck, and what we want to do is balance that energy. So the work, the gung is the work, the qi is the life force energy, and we're going to work on that. We're going to practice on that. And the idea is that there are channels and meridians in the body. If you've heard about acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine, qigong is alongside that, the wisdom and the ancient teachings. And so what we're trying to do is open up the channels and the meridians. And a lot of the time we're doing joint work. So we'll work the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders, the hips, knees, ankles. And a lot of the time the joints are where the energy gets stuck. So we open the joints and then we work on the energy centers. There is a lower energy center just below the navel, behind in the center. It's called the lower dantian. We have an energy center at the heart, the middle dantian, and then we have an energy center up here, the upper dantian. So today we're going to work on the lower dantian. This energy center is the powerhouse. It's where we get our strength and where, creation kind of happens. So we're going to work on the lower energy center today and bring the energy down and ground ourselves. So we'll move up, and I want everyone to move very mindfully. So we put our hands to the side and come onto our toes and then push ourselves up very gently. And you may want to just slowly rise with your knees. And we can put our bolsters to the side. And basically, the bolsters we'll use when we do our extended meditation, we'll lie down and put them under our knees, so they'll be there for later. So we normally start with our feet hip distance apart. And I like everyone to fan their toes up and out so that we get a bit more surface area. So we bring the toes down and we feel very grounded in our feet. So just start to feel how the body is stacking over the feet. So the knees over ankles, hips over knees, shoulders are over the hips. We bring our shoulders up, back and down, and we'll start in mountain pose, which is the hands are by the side, palms towards your thighs. Just very gently soften the shoulders down. The chin is tucked and the crown of the head is towards the sky. Just breathe here. Just feel that alignment. So mountain pose is the beginning, the end, and everything in yoga. It's where we start our practice. And I like to start the practice just keeping our mind into our feet, into our legs. So feel like you're pushing down through the heels, through the knife edge side of the feet, and that'll activate. As soon as you start to push down, it's a very small movement, and you'll feel an engagement in your calves, in your quads, in your hamstrings, maybe even in your glutes. Gently bring in the abs, slightly engage the abs so you're not overly working the lower back. And now you can just soften everything, but feel this beautiful alignment of the skeleton. And what I want to do is start by full body shaking. So this, if you haven't experienced it before, it's something that is very, very beautiful and releasing on the body. So for qigong, what we do is we start by, excuse me, we release the stagnant energy out of the joints, out of the tissues of the body. We start to create that lymphatic flow. And we are dispersing and scattering that kind of stuck energy down into the earth, and the earth can take it, it's all fine. So we bring our minds through our body and allow that energy to go down into the earth. And then in the next part of the session, we will create space and create strength in the body. And then at the end, we will gather and replenish our energy so that we don't feel depleted. We actually feel replenished and strong at the end. And then we'll go down into our meditation. So prior to the full body shaking, I just want to show you this heel strike. So we just go onto our heels and we strike. And the reason I'm showing it to you from behind is, hopefully you can see, maybe I go a bit further forward, is that you can go any amount of height on your heels. You can go really low. But what we want is to get this percussive feeling in the heels that you're reverberating throughout the body. So just see how you feel, that how high or low you want to go, and really feel like, oh, it's like a little mini earthquake in your body, because we're getting the lymph flowing, we're getting the bones and the marrow kind of working. And you just breathe in and out, breathe in and out. And then let's just go very gently, very low. And just feel that reverberation, like your body's jello. So we're getting that lymph drainage happening. Keep on breathing through it. And then in 3, 2, and 1, let's just stop, and we'll start the whole body shaking. And the whole body shaking is your almost kind of, you're bending your knees, your ankles, your pelvis, and we're like, almost like a rag doll. And breathe through it, keep on breathing in and out. Long, deep breaths. And so here, this is, just get the feeling that you are releasing anything that's just not serving you. And it's just going back into the earth through your hands, through your feet, down through the legs. Nice deep breaths. Really get the feeling that you're a child and you're just, completely liberated. There's nothing stopping you. Nobody's looking at you. You're just getting all of that energy out. You might want to move the shoulders a bit, move the head, and see how it's very easy on the joints, but we're starting to get a joint massage almost here. We're lubricating the joints. Keep on breathing. And in this exercise, we're going to pause after every session, every section, and feel for the energy. So let's keep on shaking. We'll finish in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just slowly, at your own pace, just slowly. Now stop. Now we're going to Wuji, and this is similar to mountain. It's just the knees are slightly more bent, and there's a little space in the armpits, and the hands go backwards. And just soften the arms and feel what you feel. Can you feel a slight descending quality of the energy? Is there more movement going downwards? There may be a tingling under the skin, pulsating, the breath, the heartbeat. Just become aware, notice the quality of the qi. Okay, we'll just shake it out. And now the next exercise is the spinal circulation. So the feet are about hip width apart. And I like to start this, we'll start with our hands on our hips, and we're just bending into our knee, but we're kind of not making the knee go sideways. It's the torso that goes sideways. So keep on breathing through it. So this is a beautiful spinal twist where we're bringing that synovial fluid up through the vertebra of the spine, hydrating. It can be very stuck first thing in the morning after sleeping the whole night. You may want to slightly engage your abs here and slightly engage your glutes so you're protecting your lower back. And then we bring our head. So you feel a twist of the spine from the tailbone to the neck. Keep on breathing and feel, and you can go as slow or as medium pace as you like. We try not to like jerk ourselves around or throw ourselves around. The idea is the body is craving this slow, nourishing movement. And now we let our hands go and we just let our hands helicopter around and tap that hip flexor at the front and the glutes at the back. Very free flowing. Again, put your mind into the body and feel like that energy is moving down, out through the hands, through the arms, down the legs, through the feet. Whatever's stuck, stagnant, whatever's not serving you, let it just go. Let it all go. And this is a moving breath practice. It can be a moving meditation. The repetition is very calming on the nervous system. The familiarity, the fact we don't have to think too much. You can choose to close your eyes and feel the suppleness that's coming into the spine and that nourishment. It's a beautiful nurturing practice. You can do this any time of the day. Just keep on breathing through it. And we'll stop in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And very gently just come into Wuji, which is palms facing behind us. Again, perhaps you feel a slight ascending quality this time. Just by moving the arms, the chi has moved up towards the shoulders, towards the face. And at the same time, you feel grounded through your feet. Just notice. Your experience is your own. Just listen to your body. Get to know what feels good, what feels replenishing. And if anything is painful or there's too much discomfort, please feel free to just refrain from that. Okay, let's shake it out. The next one is opening up the lungs, the heart, and the spleen and the digestive organs. This practice is called Old Man in the Tide Pool. There's often really beautiful names that come with each of these practices. So legend has it that there was a very poor old man and he was walking along the beach and he found this huge pearl in the tide pool. And so he bends over and he says, I'm going to be rich. And so he looks for it and he can't see it. And then he looks up and it was just the reflection of the moon. And so he gets very upset and he kind of buckles under. And so we have a movement, a breath, and a sound with each of these. So when we do the first one is for the lungs. And so I'll just demonstrate it and then we can do the whole sequence. So for the lungs, we breathe in and then we make a shh, like a shh sound, and we bend over and we splash our arms in the water. So it's shh, bend your knees, shh, and you don't have to go down. If you have problems, you can just do this, but as long as you're shh, or you can do this, shh. So anywhere from here, 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 or here, as long as we're getting a little bit of movement into those lungs and making that sound. And from here, we rise up, breathe in, and we go, ha, hoo. So ha is lung clearing, hoo is spleen and digestive organs. And when we bend down, we kind of put a little bit of pressure onto bending the chest onto the belly. So we do one set of shh, and then we do ha, hu 3 times. We'll do that 3 times. So let's start. Breathe in, fill up the lungs, and then breathe out in one breath. And we rise up. Ha, hu. 2 more of these. Ha, hu. 1 more. Ha, hu. And we do our breathing in broad and gently rise up. Ha, hu. Ha, hu. 1 more. Ha, hu. And last one, we breathe in. Release all the stagnation from the lungs. Rise up. Ha, hu. So first we're clearing the heart. Ha. Now clearing the spleen and the digestive organs. Hu. 1 more. Ha, hu. And now gently, I want you to put your hands on your thighs and gently press yourselves up. And we'll shake it out. So there are many benefits of this internal sound healing, so to speak. When we do this kind of chanting or sound utterance, there's a reverberation inside the organs, inside the body. That's why you'll find that sometimes when you're really upset or tired, and just go, and it just makes you feel better. So there's many ways that we can bring that energy from the body and release it out. So sound, breath, movement, and with our minds. So from here, I want to do some joint opening. So we'll start, maybe the hips are a little further apart, hip distance, hands on hips, and let's circle the hips. So you'll find in my classes, I do a lot of similar movements that are kind of foundational. So this joint opening is very important, and we need to make these joints articulating and lubricated, so that that's one of the best ways to avoid any injury or any lack of mobility, is to get the joints moving. And we'll, in 3, 2, 1, we'll reverse, so gently go the other way. So again, I want you to put your mind into your body and feel all the parts of the body that are moving. Feel even the toes are kind of moving, the feet, there's some movement inside the feet, even though our feet are on the ground, the ankles, the knees, the hips, even the shoulders are moving a little bit. Just feel very creamy, smooth, soft, velvety. I want it to feel very nourishing. And you can make it as slow as you like. You can go as deep as you like. It's your practice. So just take it as it feels comfortable. And actually, you want it to feel yummy. I think this one is a really beautiful, very primal kind of move that once you feel it in your body, you think, wow, how come I haven't done this before? But you find it in belly dancing, in hula dancing. There's a reason why they have these movements in Indigenous culture. And we just gently release. Now we bring our cup our palms, put the palms on the knees. Now, if you can't go down to your knees, please feel free to put your hands on your thighs. And we're just gonna, so the movement can be anywhere from here to, if it's tough and it's your challenge, please just put your hands on your thighs. And again, feel safe in your body, feel comfortable and secure that you are in control. You don't have to do anything that I say that doesn't feel right. Just intuitively listen. And so depending on where you are, how deeply you go in, just keep the mind into this lower half. Keep on breathing as well. So I like to do the breathing in and out through the nose. And in 3, 2, and 1, we're going to switch. So be very careful when you switch. And so feel free to bring your hands right up on your thighs if you want to. And just feel that motion. This is another lovely one to do if you've been sitting at a desk. Just sometime in the day, if you need a little break, just get some movement into the joints. So the motion, as soon as you move the joints, you're bringing hydration, and that's what they need in order to stay useful and injury-free. So we're going to finish this one in 3, 2, and 1, and I want you to stay here. But what we're going to do is we're going to bend and straighten, and again, go as deep as you like, but I do want you to try and straighten your hamstrings. So if straightening your hamstrings means you go up here, that's fine. If you can do it bent over, all well and good. Everything counts. The fact that you're here, the fact that you're moving your body, bringing some self-care into your routine. It's just important that you're here and that you're participating. And so here we keep on breathing, kind of getting the hamstrings nice and supple, because we'll be doing some standing strength exercises. So let's finish this in 3, in 2, in 1. And now again, I want you to very, very slowly push yourselves up, push through the heels of your feet up, and release. And we'll do 1 shoulder and wrist opening, and then we'll go to our standing strength and martial arts moves. So feet, again, hip distance apart. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get a range of motion in the wrists and in the shoulders. So we start by bringing our hands, and we want to like curl the fingers as we go back, and then bring them around and then bring them this way. Now I'll do it sideways for you. So we're curling the wrists, and then we're pushing back, slight bend, and then we're bringing them forward and twirling them again. So we're pushing back with the shoulder heads forward, and then we put the palm back up, curl again, and bring it to the chest. So we curl, palms up, shoulders forward, pushing back, and then curve around, twist again through the fingers, bring it to the chest, and dip, palms up, shoulders forward, and then keep the shoulders forward until you come right to the front, and then curl the hands once again. We're going to do 2 more of these, and then we're going to do it in the opposite direction. So if you don't want to bend forward, all well and good. You can just keep up, keep your torso up. Breathe in as we come up, breathe out as we bend down forward. And last one here, breathe in as we come up. Breathe out as we go down and twirl around. And so next time we bring it in, we'll push forward. So we're twirling the hands out and almost like pulling open the drapes or doing breaststroke. And now the palms go up backwards, and then we pull them through. And so we're pulling open the drapes, swimming through the ocean, and we're curving palms up We curl around, palms to the side, palms up, shoulder heads forward, and we pull through, twirling around, and we'll do 3 more of these. Pull forward. Last one. Pull forward and release, gently release and shake it out. And again, we're shaking anything that kind of got stuck and caught, let it go down into the earth, through the feet, through the hands. So now we're ready to do some of the martial arts moves, which the qigong is actually the training ground for people who go on to do martial arts, because you're bringing this body, mind, spirit into alignment. So let's start with feet that are wider than hip distance. And we get into what we call a horse stance. So as if you're sitting on a horse, you're deep into your thighs, your tailbone is down, crown is up, and so the spine is long. We don't want to go forward and we don't want to go back. We just want to be very gently in the horse stance. And now that you're in the horse stance, lift it up an inch or two, right? Because we're going to be in here for a little bit of time. We will start with a static pose. So we bring the pinky, ring, and middle finger down, and we make like an L, and we bring the hands forward. We concentrate on bringing the energy from the heart down through the feet, very strong through the arms. For this one, we'll breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. So as we breathe in, we curl the hands, pull the wrists to the side of the chest, really put a lot of oxygen into the chest, and then we push out with our stop sign hands. Almost like you're fogging up a mirror. So here we're creating a boundary, saying, this is my space. I'm sovereign in my space. I have compassion and kindness for myself. And in that way, I have compassion and kindness for others. So we have this notion of a boundary that's almost 360 degrees spherical around us. It's a slow, soft power that we are starting to energize ourselves with. Creating space for that strength. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And now let's just do our trigger hands. I don't know what they're called. I call them Shaolin hands. And then gently, gently, gently rise up. Let's stand in Wuji for a moment and see how you feel. So eyes open, eyes closed. Feel for the quality of the energy. And the way you can feel that is through your heartbeat, your pulse. Maybe there's some beads of sweat on the skin. What's happening underneath the skin, what's happening in the feet, the hips, the head. Do you feel stronger? Do you feel the energy rising and filling you up? Anything and everything is good. If you notice, there may be nothing, and that's fine. Okay, so now that we've done the boundary setting, now we're going to do our strength move. And again, feet are wider than hip distance. Actually, if you want to turn them out at 45 degrees or straight ahead, either is fine. Again, we're getting into that deep horse stance and then up into the light horse. This one, we will be actually, instead of doing the boundary, we will be punching out. But we're not punching from the wrist, we're punching from the shoulder blade, but we're actually, most of the strength and the power is coming from our core. And we will then create that really raw guttural sound. Okay, so that is going to, in 1 second, it clears the anger, frustration, disappointment, stuckness. It all just leaves you, and you just let it out and let it go down to the ground. So let's start off slow, and then we can maybe go a little faster. We'll see. So Shaolin hands. And now we breathe in, up, really open up the chest, and in one swift move, feel the power, feel your sovereignty, tempered with kindness, compassion for self, compassion, kindness for others, sovereign in your dominion, unshakable, unstoppable, ready to meet life's challenges. 5 more. 2 more. 1 more. And then slowly, slowly, slowly bring it. Hands, and feel that heartbeat. How strong is your heart? Courage comes from the Latin and the French. Well, from the French is cœur, means heart. So courage is to be strong in your heart. And now gently, gently shake it out. We will just stand in Wuji for one last time before we go down. So we have our hands in Wuji, gentle knees. Feel the quality of the energy. Think back to when you first walked in here. What did you feel like then? What do you feel like now? Quality of the mind, the emotions, the breath, the heartbeat. And gently open the eyes. So we're going to gather the energy back in, and then we'll go down to the ground. So we have our feet hip distance apart, and we will start with pulling up the earth energy, and then we'll go to pulling down the heavens. So pulling up the earth energy is just bending in and gathering that life force energy from the earth, flushing it up through the legs, the body, flipping up and showering it, mingling with the sky and showering it all the way down. And so as we go down, we breathe in and we bring up that beautiful replenishing earth energy. And then we flip up and we breathe in and we shower it all around. You can almost envisage it as like a beautiful red glowing mist coming up, that deep earth color coming up, filling the body, showering it all around. It's that beautiful replenishing energy. So we're replenishing, we've made space, and now we're gathering from the earth into the cells, into the tissues. A lot of this is visualization, bringing the mind into the body, imagining one last one of gathering the earth. Breathe in, bring it up, feel your whole body enliven, revitalize from that earth's nourishment. And let's just meet here with the hands by the side. The wrists are cocked so that you have a little tension at your wrist. And from here, see if you can start to feel like there's almost a magnetic pull from the middle of the palm down to the ground. And then you lift up, flip the palms, look up and shower the sky energy down through you. Maybe the beautiful night sky filled with stars. It may be a blue sky with sun. Just allow that sky energy to fill your body. Breathe up from the earth. Envelop yourself. The energy showering down from the heavens. Nurturing, nourishing, replenishing. Feel all of the cells and tissues ignite. Up. Pull it down, 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 down through the crown of the head. Glowing, luminous. Such a beautiful, enlivening feeling. And last one. Pull up. Shower down. It's cascading, glowing light. Maybe sunlight. Maybe moonlight. And then we just rest. We bring our feet together, toes together. If you can't put your feet together, just keep them a little far apart. We put right palm on left onto that lower dantian and just allow your body to move. You may close your eyes and feel, this is called bamboo in the wind. Just let your body go back into balance like a little pendulum swaying, like swaying side to side, as though you were just a leaf in the breeze. Feel for that calming, softening, breathing. And we come to a standstill, open the eyes, and now we'll move down. So what I suggest is we gently, 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 if possible, come down onto the ground or however is comfortable to you. And we're going to get ready for our meditation. So I'd like you to put your bolster under your knees. And if, let's see, if anyone needs an extra bolster under their head, let me know. Is anyone interested in putting, or doesn't anyone need help with their bolster? Suzanne, you're okay? Oh, are you okay? Would you like some help with the? I'll bring that underneath you. So just start to wriggle around. Is it comfortable for you to lie down, or yeah, is that okay? Or would you prefer sitting up?
No,
yeah, you're good. Okay, lovely. So everyone just wriggle around, get yourselves comfortable. And so what we normally do is have our knees over the bolster, feet are wide apart, and the arms are by our hips with the palms up. Slightly tuck the chin. And so we're in a modified Shavasana or corpse pose. We want to feel from the back of the head down to the tailbone, down to the buttocks, down to the feet, that we're very comfortable. The earth is supporting us. The collarbone is wide, the shoulders are wide. Just feel heavy in the body. Make sure there's no pinching or any discomfort. Deeply breathe here. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2 more cleansing breaths. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. 1 last cleansing breath. Inhale. And 1 last exhale. Feel the weight of your body on the ground. Allow the body to melt. Feel that there are roots growing down into the ground, anchoring you, tethering you. Feel cradled by the earth. Feel the whole back line of the body soft and supple, dissolving, becoming one with the earth, as if you're on a beach, lying on the sand, making an imprint into that sand. And we start to soften the skin from the crown of the head, the scalp, all the way down the face. Soften the skin on the throat, the chest, the arms and hands. The skin is soft and supple. The front of the body, the back side of the body, the thighs, the shins and calves, soft and supple. Relax and soften the skin on the feet. And now soften the flesh. Relax and soften the flesh in the face, around the cheeks, the jaw. Unclench the jaw, soften the eyebrows. Allow the flesh around the neck and throat to soften and relax. Soften the flesh around the heart, the shoulders, the belly. Let it all be loose and limp. Soften the flesh in the buttocks, thighs, like jello. The flesh in the thighs, the calves, the shins, the feet. Soft and supple. Now we allow the bones to relax and soften all the way down to the marrow. Picture a beautiful golden glowing night, infusing right into the bones, nourishing, soothing, replenishing. It's a beautiful golden healing light. Going down to the deepest core of your being. Allow its warmth, its healing glow to light up every cell, the tissues, the organs, the blood, the lymph. Replenishing, renewing. That golden light envelops you like a beautiful golden sphere, protecting you, nourishing you, replenishing you. Now we bathe in this golden light for a few moments of silence and softness. Very gently start to deepen the breath. Bring some movement in the fingers and the toes. Circle your wrists, your ankles. Move your head from side to side. Very gently massaging the back of the head. And now bring one foot and the other foot on top of the bolster. And if you can, bring one knee and the other knee into the chest. Hug the knees and rock side to side, massaging the lower back. Bring your right arm above your ear, palm facing up, and now turn to your right side in the fetal position. Use the top fleshy part of your arm as a pillow for your cheek. Take a few soft, deep breaths here to integrate the practice. Gently use your hands to push yourself up to a seated position, and whatever is comfortable for you. If straddling the bolster is more comfortable than sitting cross-legged, you can try that. Whatever feels good to you. Just experiment a little bit. And once you've come to a comfortable seat, we'll end as we began with the hips are heavy, the tailbone is down, spine is long, crown to the sky. We bring our shoulders up, back and down, and you can have your hands up or down, whatever suits you. Take a few breaths here. And we'll end with pulling down the heavens. So we bring our palms to the ground, feel that earth energy, gather that earth energy up. Flip the hands up, look up, shower ourselves, whether it's the night sky full of stars or the day blue sky full of sun, bring that down. 2 more. Breathe up. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe up. Breathe out. And as we bring our hands down, we now put the right palm over the left, create like a butterfly, put it onto the chest, bow our heads in reverence of the practice today. We've given ourselves the gift of movement, mindfulness, self-care, self-love, knowing that offering ourselves compassion, kindness, strength gives us the ability to offer compassion, kindness, and strength to others from a full cup. And hopefully the cup will be full to overflowing as we continue these practices week to week. The love, the light, the beauty, the joy in me sees and honors the love, the light, the beauty, and joy in you. Thank you for practicing with me today. It's been my privilege and my honor. Thank you so much. And thanks to everyone at home. Hope you enjoyed the practice.